Happy you could join us once again. With us, as always, is Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a food and wine sommelier of the year. The group includes where we are, Bluejacket Rustico, 2 locations in Alexandria and Ballston. Of course, there's also Columbia Firehouse in Old Town. Greg, always great to see you.
Too.
What do we have untapped this week? Something from where we are?
Bluejacket, and something for the sunny weather, and something for your beautiful Nats jersey.
Getting close, just
baby.
A couple weeks, if that, till opening day.
Coming up soon. And so I figured it was the right time to do a Bluejacket beer because we are right in the shadow of the stadium here at Bluejacket. And we have crafted and concocted a brand new beer to welcome the season. It is fittingly a lager, but obviously we like to, mess with classic styles and stuff.
Not any plain old lager.
No.
Right?
This is, although those are wonderful too.
Yeah, well,
this is a lager that we've hopped pretty aggressively with Mosaic hops from the Pacific Northwest of the United States, your old stomping ground. So it's a beer called Rude Mechanical, and it is delicious beer for baseball.
The first name again? The Rude?
Rude
Mechanical.
Rude Mechanical.
Oh. Hello. That's really interesting. It's different. I mean, obviously, is it unfiltered? Yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfiltered, but it's lagered for 6 weeks, so it's actually dropped pretty bright on its own. So yeah, we take a 4.9% lager base, hop it pretty intensely with Azaka hops and Mosaic hops, and then we, right as the fermentation's about to finish with the lager yeast, we dump in a whole huge amount of Mosaic hops, and then we let the beer finish fermenting, and then we leave it in tank for 6 weeks at a cold temp so that it lagers and becomes clean and crisp and refreshing, and it drops bright. So we don't filter or fine any of our beers here, so this is an unfiltered lager after 6 weeks.
I've never had anything like that. I'm not saying that in a bad way either. It's just
It's basically it smells like an IPA and drinks like a lager,
Wow. Now, what other is that? Is this an experimental trial and error sort of thing, or are there other kind of styles like this that you based it on? Or?
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, so recently there's been quite a movement towards what people are calling India Pale lagers, where you take a lager base and hop it aggressively with American IPA style hops. So I guess loosely you could call it that, but basically we wanted to. Mosaic is a hop that is, it's related to Simcoe, and it has an earthy, piney, kind of dank quality to it. Lots of tropical fruit. So we wanted to see what would happen if we used a hop like that, not in an IPA, but more in a lager like this. So it's basically a lager for hopheads.
I think people would accuse me over the past 4+ years of liking everything we taste, and that's sort of true. Well, not entirely true. I mean, some styles I like more than others. That's just very unique. I've never had anything quite like that.
Yeah, and the hop is super unique. I mean, it's just like so much going on. It's lemon, it's citrus, it's blueberry, it's dank earth, but it really is. It's great. I mean, it's only 4.9% alcohol, so that's a lot of flavor. I mean, like if you think about it, last week we did Fourth Meal from the Brewery and Maine Beer Company. That beer was 6.9% alcohol. And if you can say, this to me is a lot more intense. The other cool thing, though, I have to say, we've kind of rigged this game in our favor a bit, because when you make super hoppy beers like this and you serve them super fresh at the brewery source, you get aromas. It comes flying out of the glass. You know what I mean? Like if you put this in a can and ship it to California on the shelf, it'll still taste good, but it's almost like too fresh in some ways.
Made right over there.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Playing to the crowd, but I actually mean this, and you can tell me differently, but wow, that'd be good with a bratwurst and some onions on top, right?
Exactly. That's
the point.
This is a baseball craft lager. Chicken wings, killer. Spicy wing, just wash that blue cheese away. Brats, double cheeseburgers. I mean, it's like crush it, and you just crush it, like one after the other. So
yeah.
we really wanted to come up with a cool new lager for baseball season, and this is the one that we did. The name is Rude Mechanical. We talked about before, naming these beers is a joy, but it can also be a real pain because there are so many names, so many beers, so hard to find one that's not taken. And a beer like this one, I have to be honest too, when we're brewing these beers sometimes, I'm like, I'll taste it and go, man, this is a beer I know we're gonna make again.
Right.
So I really want a great name, and I want to make sure that it's not a name that's been taken. And we take inspiration from all sorts of places. So it just so happened that my wife, Kelsey, and I had gone to, we see a lot of local theater here. DC's got an amazing theater scene. And we live right near the Folger Shakespeare Library. And they put on, which is still going on, an incredible rendition of Midsummer's Night's Dream. And I'm always on the lookout for great names here and there for beers. And in that play, it's a play within a play. They have Bottom and his kind of crude actors are going to put on a play for the king, and they are known as the Rude Mechanicals. And so that's where we got the name Rude Mechanical from.
Now, will people be able to buy this here in your bottle shop?
We have it in bottles as we speak.
So you can take it home?
Yes.
So other than, let's say you don't like bratwurst, or maybe you don't eat meat, what else would you pair it with?
Well, vegetable-wise, it's amazing with everything. I mean, I was thinking earlier about, I love like a Greek salad, olives, because this has this bright lemon thing going on, and bright fruit, and then also has like a dark blueberry and earthy, funky quality to it from those hops. So something that matches both, like olives, that tangy olive, the feta cheese, be great. Souvlaki, falafel would be fantastic with this.
Certain types of risotto. Right?
It would dig right into the richness. I could do that like lobster risotto. It'd be amazing.
All right, sorry I made that funny noise with my mouth, but that is really good. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time. Go Nats for another beer of the week.